Hi everyone, Dr. Cindy here from drcindycourt.com. We're going to talk today about live blood analysis. Now, live blood analysis is looking at a fresh drop of your blood under a high-powered microscope to see what's going on inside your body in real time. Now, this differs from what occurs when you go to your doctor's office and they order blood work. What happens at your doctor's office is when they order blood work, the nurse or the technician, they draw the blood from your arm, they collect it into a test tube, and that test tube contains preservatives and specific reagents depending upon the type of testing that they're going to be doing. Now, those preservatives help to prevent the blood from degrading over time because it usually takes about a day before the lab gets your blood. So what they do at the lab is they count the number of cells in your blood. What they do is they count the number of blood cells, the number of white blood cells. They look for the different types of white blood cells, and then specific markers or inflammatory markers depending on what it is they're testing for and looking for. Now, that's okay if we're looking to pinpoint maybe a specific type of disease, but does it really tell us what's going on inside your body in real time? No. What live blood analysis does is we take a fresh drop of blood from your finger, place it on a microscope slide, and look at it immediately under a high-powered microscope. Now, what we can see when we do this is we're looking at the quality of the cells. We're not looking at the number of the cells. We're not going in there counting to see how many cells there are. We know that there should be way more red blood cells than white blood cells. So if we see a lot more white blood cells relative to the red blood cells, that tells us that there's some kind of process going on. Some kind, maybe an infection, something. But what we are looking at, more specifically, is the quality of the cells that are there. When we look at the white blood cells are supposed to be killing any bacteria. Are they doing any work, or are they just sitting there sluggish? We're looking at your red blood cells. The red blood cells should be nice and full because the red blood cells are what carry oxygen to the body. And without oxygen, our tissues can't function and eventually we'll die. So what we're looking at is the quality of the cells. Do these red blood cells, are they carrying the oxygen properly, or are they very wimpy? We want really robust red blood cells. What we're also looking at in live blood analysis is we're able to see, are there any particles floating in the plasma? The plasma is that fluid that the blood cells float in. And if you have little particles of fat in there, that tells us a lot about whether or not you're metabolizing your foods correctly. You know, is your body breaking down proteins as it should? Is it breaking down fats as it should? Are you able to assimilate the nutrients from the food that you're eating? This is what live blood cell analysis tells us. So it's way different from what your doctor does, just collecting blood. It tells us a lot about the state of your body. And by looking at that, we know then how to alter your diet in order for you to be able to assimilate these foods better. And once you're assimilating nutrients better, then obviously you're going to be a lot healthier. So that's live blood analysis in a nutshell. And if you have any questions, again, please feel free to send me an email at info@drcindycourt.com, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Have a great day.